Well, I think if you think about the things we've upgraded, there are, so we talked about the cores, so you can get overall more performance. Every one of our CPUs also has a built-in graphics, like a built-in GPU. Most desktop users and gamers are going to have a big discrete graphics card right in the system. But we also have graphics built into our CPU, and these are used for things like media encoding, like if I'm streaming or if I'm, we're the first, this is the first desktop processor that actually has built-in support for Sony's new codec. They have this 8K XAVC is what it's called, but this is a, high-end media format that our CPUs can just accelerate really fast. We have a number of things across the platform. So when you think about, there's the performance, but then how do you connect it to things like, so we talked about the wireless connectivity integrated, the Thunderbolt 4, we talked about Thunderbolt Share. There's just a whole host of things across the platform, and Intel's one of the biggest innovators when it comes to the overall platform itself. And when we look at this, we're looking at it from the total experience. We think there's one thing to okay, here's your frames per second, but then it's but what's the experience of all this and how does it all fit together? So we look at that too, and that's a big innovation we drove with this. But if you were taking anything, fantastic performance at about half the power of our previous products, state-of-the-art platform, like the best platform support, so all the connectivity and all that built into it as well, and AI acceleration. So every part of it can accelerate AI use cases. So there are usages today that are really exciting, but anything that's coming, this product is ready for those, and it's going to help inspire innovation, help developers kind of ramp up how they develop new things, and users are going to be, they're kind of future ready for the things that are coming down the pipe.
For me, the most important part as a gamer is all things gaming related. So I've seen Intel doing this approach to give more for the gaming community with ARC and the processors, and so how is it going to help?
Yeah. So first off, it delivers fantastic gaming performance. So if it's all about the frame rates, great product for gaming itself. But we're also seeing the gaming experience is evolving, where there are a lot of gamers do multiple things at once. They might be streaming. They might there are use cases where you can use there's a demo in there where we have an AI application that works with all kinds of games where you can control the game with your face or your voice or gestures. You can lean and your character will lean in the game, and you don't have to use keys and so forth. And it's using AI. It's using the neural processing unit. So when you think about gaming, there's the performance where you want a high frame rate, but then there's the experience itself. And so we feel that AI is going to start transforming gaming, and we've built a product that has AI acceleration all through it that's helping developers innovate and create new experiences for gaming as well.
Okay. And also, AI has become like this trend. I don't want to say the future, but I think it's this trend. It's how this neural processor unit is going to become like part of the future for coming processors, or how this is going to be evolving. How do you see that?
Yeah, when I look forward at what I think is going to happen in gaming, there are several different areas where AI is already helping and where it's going to help even further. So right now, when you see AI, there are things like upscaling, Intel has our Xe super sampling technology, NVIDIA has DLSS, and it's basically using AI to speed up the game. Allows you can run the game at a lower resolution. AI can then upscale it to make it feel like you're looking at a 1080p. Like say I'm rendering the game at 720p. I upscale it to 1080p, which is HD, but you're performing like it's 720p. So it's basically you can make the game look better, or you can game run faster using those technologies. We have some, if you're a game streamer, when you're playing the game and you want to put yourself, like, I'm talking about my gaming experience, I'm sharing this with the world, and I want to put myself onto the game. Well, then you want to remove the background and kind of put yourself there. That's using AI to do the edge detection, removal of the background.
Okay.
And up until recently, those kinds of workloads were run like on the GPU or the CPU. If you take that AI element that does the background segmentation removal and put that on the NPU, the neural processing unit, then it actually allows your CPU and your GPU to perform much better, because they're not having to do the AI. They can focus on rendering the game, and your AI is being done on a very special processor made for those workloads. And we see like 20-30% game performance improvement because you've moved the AI to a processor built for AI, and your GPU can focus on rendering the game. When I look forward, some of the things that I think is going to start happening is non-player characters within a game. Let's say I'm playing a game, and the graphics are fantastic. It's hyper realistic. You can't tell it from reality. So, but then I walk up to a non-player character and I get a drop-down text box to respond with it. It's like, no, I want to talk to the people in the game, right?
Yeah.
And so there are companies that are building behavior engines so that non-player characters, you can actually talk with them. And much as how, like, when you interact with a large language model today, you can have these conversations and it seem like this, like you're talking with a real person. That same thing can be applied to characters in a game, and you can have a voice, and they can tell you things about the game, and you can start having these interactions that are super realistic. There are other areas, like, imagine player coaching. There's so much video of some of the best players in the world playing virtually every game that's out there online. That data can be used to train AI engines so that if you're playing your favorite game and you get stuck, you can actually have an AI coach saying, hey, look around this corner, watch out here, this is how you get through this level. And it can actually be like a companion for you as you're playing the game to help you out in situations. If you think about communities, one of the big challenges in gaming right now is in these communities, like we call it toxicity, where it's, there's just people in the community that they're not nice. They say things that you don't want your children to hear or you don't want to hear. AI can actually help you manage that and filter out the things you don't want to hear. And it's not preventing other people from having a voice. It's just protecting yourself. You can just say, these are the things I want in my world. And we're seeing AI being used in cases like that. Also with how you interact with the game. We got a really cool demo we'll show you in a minute where using things beyond the keyboard and the mouse, where, smile to reload and things like that, it's really cool. Well, so you can start seeing how all these things can start transforming gaming, but it's going to take a while because the gaming community, it takes years to build these games, and the technology has to kind of get accepted and all this stuff, but we're starting to see that happen. And we wanted to build a product that is ready to go. So the developers can start doing amazing things in games with AI with the platforms that users have in their hands today.
There was always AI in every kind of game, how enemy moves, how the other players of the other team made their tactics, and it was always there, but now it's like, AI, it's so new. It's like, no.
And these systems have so much AI performance. It's like, we have our products and everything has this AI acceleration, and if you have a really big graphics card, hundreds of tops of performance that you can have within there with these systems. And so we just feel like the innovation is just starting. Like we're kind of 2 minutes into a 20-hour movie with this. It's going to start changing everything, and we're really excited by that.
When does this processor will be released?
October 24th is when sales start. So that you should be able to purchase boxed CPUs, systems with these products in them. And this is when you'll start, products will start available for sale from all of our partners.